Welcome, everyone. I am very excited. I am Dr. Sylvia Cox, and I'm the president here at Rockingham Community College. And guess what? This is my first opportunity to give an official welcome as president. So I've been here officially 1 week today. So this is literally, even though it is a very, very busy season, it is my favorite time of the year. And what a great first welcome to be able to welcome you to a pinning, because these events are extremely important. Even though they bring a little butterflies and a little nervousness, they are done with such intentionality because we really want to take time to celebrate and honor the work, the achievements of our students over and over again. Because as I often remind students, if you accomplish this, and there might have been one time or two that you doubted, maybe if you were going to make it through a class or get to the finish line or get in the program, but if you did this, it really gives a lot of credit to the fact that you can do really anything that you put your mind to. So we're really extremely proud. Today, we want to say welcome not only to our graduates, but to our special guest and our chair of Board of Trustees, Miss Randy Jutkin is here. Could you please stand? There she is. And we want to really thank her for being here. We want to thank the faculty, your family, and most of all, our graduates. So today is just an extraordinary day because we get to celebrate again your achievements to our dedicated respiratory therapy students. This pinning ceremony marks the culmination of your very hard work. Your perseverance, your commitment to excellence in this field is extremely vital. And as we take this opportunity to honor your accomplishments, it's important to recognize the significant role that your profession plays in this state. The demand for respiratory care professionals is steadily growing, and it continues to rise. Respiratory therapists play a crucial role in diagnosing, treating, and managing patients with breathing difficulties and ensuring that their lung function is at their best. This growing need underscores the importance of what you've taken on, and the outlook is promising. So tonight, we have the opportunity to celebrate you, to celebrate what comes next for you, and to really honor the work that you've done. And most of all, we are very happy that you have chosen and that you are officially, I think in a few minutes, going to be alumni of Rockingham Community College, and we can't wait to see what you're going to do next. Welcome.
Welcome. I am Ruth Underwood, the Clinical Director for the Respiratory Program here at Rockingham Community College. I am honored to have the privilege to introduce our guest speaker tonight, Jamie Silva. Jamie is a graduate of our respiratory therapy program here at RCC from the year 2015. She is one of our valued preceptors at Cone Health Annie Penn. Jamie was first employed as an RT at Moses Cone in Greensboro when she graduated. She transferred to Annie Penn in 2019. Jamie is from Reidsville, North Carolina. She has two daughters, Cecilia and Tiara. Both of her daughters attended the early college high school program here at RCC. Please help me extend a warm welcome to Jamie Silva.
Good evening, everyone. First off, let me say what an absolute honor it is to stand before you today as a part of this momentous occasion. To the graduating class of respiratory therapy students, congratulations, you did it. You survived textbooks thicker than your forearms, clinical rotations that tested your patience, I'm sure, and let's not forget all the times that you had to stand in the halls and wonder where your preceptor went. But seriously, what you've accomplished is extraordinary. You have chosen a profession that isn't always in the spotlight, but is always at heart, quite literally, of saving lives. People don't always understand what respiratory therapist does. You're not just the ones that's called when someone can't breathe. You're the calm in the chaos. You are the steady hand when every second counts, and the critical thinkers who balance art and science, pressure and compassion. And here you are now, about to be penned, symbolizing not just a rite of passage, but a promise to your future patients, to your colleagues, and to yourselves. I want you to remember that your job isn't just about oxygen levels and ventilator settings. It's about connection. Every patient that you meet is someone's child, sibling, or friend. You may be the last hand that someone holds, or the first reassuring voice that they hear after waking up. That's sacred work. There will be hard days when alarms won't stop beeping, when your feet ache, when your heart breaks, but there will also be days when you help someone take their first breath after weeks on a ventilator. But when you see a hope flicker back into a family's eyes, and those days will remind you that why you chose this path. So as you receive your pens today, wear them with pride. Let them remind you not only of the skills that you've mastered, but the purpose that you carry. So breathe deeply, because you are about to change lives. Congratulations, class of 2025.
We'll now begin the actual pinning portion of our ceremony. So I will read the names, and as you hear your student's name, if you're pinning them, please make your way to the stage. Tamia Danielle Leek. Tamia is from Reedsville, North Carolina. She's being pinned by her best friend, Candace Summers. After graduation, she plans to work at Atrium Health High Point Medical Center. She would like to thank her best friend, extended family, and other close friends for their constant support, love, and encouragement. Also, she dedicates this achievement to her mother, Karina Hightower, who's no longer physically here with her, but her spirit has been with her through every challenge and victory. Tamia Danielle Leek. Laura Jane Lynn. Laura is from Eden, North Carolina. She's being pinned by her mother, Lindy, and her father, David. After graduation, she plans to begin her career as a respiratory therapist while pursuing her Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy degree. She wishes to thank God for being her guiding light throughout this journey. She is also thankful for her family, who has provided unwavering support and love, and her fiancé, who has been a constant source of encouragement. Her friends and classmates have filled her experience with unforgettable memories, and she is especially grateful for her teachers for their invaluable knowledge and belief in her. This achievement is a testament to all their support, and she is forever thankful. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3:6. Laura Jane Lynn. Jermaine S. McCoy. Jermaine is from Greensboro, North Carolina. He's being pinned by his mother, Mary McCoy. After graduation, he plans to work at Novant Health Forsyth Medical Center in Winston-Salem. He would like to send a special thanks to all his classmates for putting up with him these past 2 years. He would also like to thank his teachers for pouring their knowledge into him. He also wants to send a shout out to his parents for always supporting him on this journey. He sends congratulations to everyone crossing the stage with him today, and best of luck in life. Jermaine McCoy. Bailey McMillan. Bailey is from Eden, North Carolina. She's being pinned by her mother, Lynn, and her stepfather, Junior. After graduation, she plans to work at Cone Health Moses Cone and pursue her Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy degree. She would like to thank her family, friends, and boyfriend for their endless support throughout her journey. She especially thanks her mom for all the love, encouragement, and support. Lastly, but most importantly, she thanks God for giving her the strength to succeed. Sincere appreciation to Ms. Pruitt and Ms. Underwood for their guidance, support, and patience throughout this journey. May it give you the desires of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Psalm 24. Bailey McMillan. Timothy Petty. Tim's from Caswell County, North Carolina. He's being pinned by his son Jack and his daughter Victoria. After graduation, he plans to work at Cone Health Alamance Regional Medical Center. He would like to thank his family, friends, and instructors and preceptors for their support and encouragement. He would also like to thank his classmates for being the best companions he could ask for on this journey and always being entertaining. He would especially like to thank his wife, Kimberly, for never letting him forget how proud she was of him and for patiently quizzing him on the hundreds of note cards he made to study for exams. Tim Petty. Haley Wood Pulliam. Haley is from Eden, North Carolina. She's being pinned by her husband, Landon, and daughters, Everly and Emerson. After graduation, she plans to pass her boards and takes the much-needed time off to spend with friends and family. She would like to thank everyone who encouraged her to keep pushing through. Thank you to her family and friends who were there for her, showing unconditional love and support through this journey. And a special thanks to Ms. Pruitt and Ms. Underwood for all their support and guidance through this program. John 3:16. Haley Wood Pulliam. Emily Elizabeth Roberts. Emily is from Stokesdale, North Carolina. She's being pinned by her dad, Barry. After graduation, she plans to work full-time at Cone Health Moses Cone and pursue her ECMO certification. She would like to thank her family, friends, and boyfriend for their unwavering support and motivation over the last 2 years. Additionally, she would like to thank Ms. Pruitt and Ms. Underwood for their unconditional guidance, as well as her classmates for making this such an enjoyable journey. She sets about her work vigorously, and her arms are strong for her task. Psalms 31:17. Emily Elizabeth Roberts. Courtney Stanley. Courtney is from Reedsville. She's being pinned by her mom, Amber, her fiance, Chris, and her son, Kanan. After graduation, she plans to continue her education in neonatal pediatric care and work in the neonatal intensive care unit. She would like to thank God for giving her the strength to make this possible. She would also like to thank her fiance for his patience and sacrifices throughout this long journey, and her son for being her biggest inspiration. She also thanks her family standing here beside her today for their constant love, support, and wisdom, especially her grandmother, who she recently lost. Finally, thank you to Ms. Pruitt and Ms. Underwood for ongoing support and guidance. But the Lord stood by me and gave me strength, 2 Timothy 4:17. And don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Courtney Stanley.
On behalf of my class, instructors, and the administration, I just want to thank everybody for coming out to our celebration. I want to start by thanking some of the people who've encouraged, supported, and assisted us on this journey that we started 2 years ago that's ended up with us all here tonight. To our friends and families, thank you for your understanding, encouragement, and support while we spent long days at clinical and long nights studying. It's kind of unlikely any of us would have been able to pull this off without your love and support. To Roz and Silver, thank you for greeting us with a smile every day and making the Owens building feel like a home for the last 2 years. We hope you know how much that means to us. To our patient and understanding instructors, Ms. Pruitt and Ms. Underwood, thank you for being our strongest advocates, our biggest cheerleaders, and our source of accountability. Thank you for holding us to a high standard even when it made us uncomfortable, because as we all know, it's only when we are uncomfortable that we can truly grow. So thank you for helping us grow. To my classmates, my friends, on July 20th, 2023, in the respiratory lab of the Owens Health Science Building, we all met for the first time. I'm sure that none of us had any idea looking around at that room full of strangers how much we would all come to mean to each other in just a real short amount of time. We shared a whole lot over these last 2 years, but we shared more than just study guides, notes, and disturbing stories from clinical. We shared our frustrations, and we shared our doubts, and we shared our victories, and we shared in each other's proud moments. When somebody struggled, there was always somebody there to help. When somebody doubted themselves, there was always somebody there to encourage them. And most of all, as hard as things got sometimes, everybody in our class had 7 other people who knew exactly what we were going through, and that made a lot of the difficult moments easier to get through. So let's celebrate today. Let's celebrate our success, but let's also never forget how much hard work and sacrifice it took us to get here. So if y'all would please give me a round of applause for the Rockingham Community College Respiratory Therapy Program's class of 2025.
If the graduates would please stand and face the audience. I formally present to you the Respiratory Therapy Class of 2025. Congratulations.
One more time, you gotta listen to me for like 3 minutes, and that's it. I promise, okay? I just want to share a few things about this group. I'm not gonna look at them. But I want to share several of these students. Courtney is the one. Several of these students have gone through some really, really tough times. I mean, tough for any age, but when you're as young as some of these students are going through what they've gone through, the fact they're sitting here tonight says a lot about their commitment, their character, their perseverance. These are things that are not normal occurrences. I'm talking really, really hard family things and life things. And then as Tim mentioned, they had 7 other people to come along beside them and build them up and put them back in place and make sure they knew they could finish. Then we also had some great things. We had a couple of engagements. We've had some new relationships blooming, not in the classroom, but outside the classroom. And then we've had a little Canaan come into the world. So we've had some really good things too. And this group has been wonderful about supporting each other in the hard times, but then it's celebrating when something good's happening. And that doesn't always happen with every group. So it's been great to watch you guys do that. We have pushed you. We have been, I have talked some people off the ledge several times. I know Ms. Underwood did too. But it's because we believed in you. We knew you could finish. We didn't want you to sell yourself short. And that's the biggest thing I want you to remember. Whatever you do in life, you're sitting here tonight, and some of you have gone through some really awful things, and you're still sitting here. And so you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. You just don't give up. So we're proud of you. We're going to miss you. I hope you'll come back. I hope you'll come back and see us. Let us know how things are going. I hope you'll come back and talk to our current students, because as much as Ruth and I have been around, we can't give them the perspective that you guys can give them as students. But we will miss you, and I'm very proud of you. I know you're going to do great things. Do not wait to take your boards. Okay? I expect everybody to have passed by the end of June. Okay? I'll give you like 6 weeks. Okay? But I want to welcome you back to the stage, class of 25, just for one last time. Come up to the stage, please. If you need tissues, you can get them to me. But I want to present the Rockingham Community College Respiratory Therapy class of 2025.